Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing fantastic. Now, as you know, Alois does a jungle climb challenge, and now we have coached him on stream. So you can see on the timestamps that you can check out first the VOD review we're going to do, and then a live game. Hope you learn a lot, and I wish you a beautiful day in this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
My blade is yours.
So first question for you, how does it feel playing jungle?
Okay, I've noticed that, so the thing that I struggle with the most, I feel like, is understanding when I should be ganking or when I should be farming.
Yeah.
I feel like I am probably farming too much, but at the same time, when I gank, I feel like I probably lose too much. So I feel I'm just not adaptive, maybe.
You're playing Nasus, and you're only farming your Q stacks. What do you mean you're not ganking enough? You're not ganking anytime.
That's only on Nasus. On Mundo, I gank.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Okay, so before we go to the jungle coaching, I actually would like to review a top lane play with you. Legitimately the reason why I don't want to play top lane myself. Do you want to take a look at it with me?
Sure.
Now look how he plays. He attacks the Sinerias, he gets fleet footwork, he kites it away, so he gets the free melee XP range. And then he does an auto attack to get the last hit and jumps him with the double E, and now kites away. There is insta flashes on him with the combo auto attack reset. He doesn't flash instantly. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's fine. He still has flash. There is no flash, but there is basically one lane. But the wave is still slowly pushing. No, it's almost freezing, slowly pushing towards red. It's evened out. It's actually slowly pushing towards Sando. And I'm like, why is he not resetting into Ping? He should just reset into P. And now he traded flash for TP, and lane looks completely fine. Okay, he hooks him at max range. It's still okay. But in my opinion, and that's the reason I was disliking top lane, is because if I was the Gnar, I would have played it similarly. Because in my opinion, but I'm gonna see your take on it soon, I think he played completely fine. He gets level 3, and now look at this play. There is ghosts, perfect jump, flashed, and the only reason he died is because the Raider did a fantastic backward step with the Q. Look at it. This backward step. Because of this backward step, he died. Otherwise, he doesn't get the outrange healing, and he wouldn't get the healing. And now he survives it, of course. And now top lane is lost. GG, it's over.
Yeah, that's top lane. But that's the thing. Like, it's also, okay, you're playing against Darius, right? If you base TPs, nothing happens. But I mean, it's also insane sidestep there by Raider. But this is like what happens every time when you play against Darius champion. It's like if you don't die to him in the early game, you just neutralize and you farm even. But I mean, Darius also played it insanely well.
So would you say that it's just completely fine? It's just sometimes happening, and now you just suffer the entire game, or what?
I mean, that's top lane, right? You're just spectator for most of the game. Dude, I'm barely ganking top in my entire jungle climb so far. Like, I'm barely ganking top. I noticed.
Because
it's like, it's just champion design, no? It's like playing against, like, you're playing against Darius here. So your goal is to, like, not get cheesed in the early laning phase. It's like if you're playing against Darius, Trundle, Pantheon, these type of champions, that's just like how they work, right?
That's true, but
this?
In the jungle at least, let's say you die early, you can play a style of avoidance, you can play for a strong side. In top lane, you're like...
Actually. I disagree. I sometimes feel like jungle is even more snowball than top lane, because if like one of your sides get cleared, and like you don't have priority in lane, you just, like, in your lanes, you just get cleared on repeat, and there's nothing you can do.
I mean, you are completely fine if you have numbers advantage and your laners are fine. Like, you have, let's say, hard winning bot lane and hard losing top lane, and you're like getting invaded all the time. You can still mapsule and play through your bot lane all the game long. On top lane, you're like, you can't avoid this anymore. Because he's stuck on lane. He needs to stay in lane, and now if there is Rengar snowballs over him, and let's say his jungler ignores him, like, GG, whatever, man. Okay.
That's top lane. Oh! What's that?
That's a beautiful background, brother. What is your idea, brother?
Okay, so top lane matchup, doomed. Like, unplayable. 2v2, also unplayable. Mid lane matchup, snowball really heavy, but they have ignite. I have TP, so I think like my mid lane wants to play a bit more slow. No gank setup, like mid bot. So my idea here is to just farm and play for myself, play to scale, and then I'll be fine this game. And then maybe sometimes I'll like counter gank or look to push out waves if my team needs it. But my idea now is to make sure I don't get invaded in my bot side, so I'll ward the Raptor entrance, and then full clear into bot, so that on my second full clear I could potentially look for dragon. That's like my early. That's how I perceive most of my early games.
Okay, so you say potentially playing for dragon. It's very important that you know perfectly from Champion Mastery your champion specific strengths. Before I tell you what is the smartest here, where is Mundo jungle the best at? Or where's, okay, farming. So you want to always farm if you can. So back to your question on if you gank too often, you need to farm as Mundo because it's his strengths. Mundo is not good at ganking in comparison to Elise, in comparison to Jarvan, Rek'Sai, whatever. So his champion-specific strengths already forces you to farm. It's very similar with Nasus. That's also the reason why Nasus is not a good jungler, because he cannot gank at all or very efficiently before he has like at least 200 stacks. With Mundo, you can at least gank because you have your Q up. Okay, so you want to farm. If you have a game like this with double enchanters, why would you path to bot?
It leaves me on my second Fugler to be like next to Dragon. That's how I like think about it.
Okay, but I'm not sure if you can fight the dragon.
Okay.
Mundo is very good at
Yeah. And my second reason is that I know I will not have top prio here. I'm not sure about mid prio, but if they invade me on my top side, I feel like my game is also instantly GG.
Okay, so first of all, you can ward early because your ward lasts 90 seconds. And they either late invade or they invade later. So you want to ward pretty early. It doesn't matter if you ward second 50 or second 30. So you want to, if you want to put a ward, you can put it early and then cover already the top entrance here in the bush. That's the first thing. The second thing is if you want to put your ward here, that's not good because there could be a champion standing right there. And this champion has more vision than your ward covers. And then the champion sees that there you put a ward here. So if you want to put a ward, you put it in the bush. Also because Riven, Rel, whatever can jump over walls and then cheese in this bush. So you have way more information because this bush covers the entire entrance anyways. So this ward here is always worse than the bush than the ward here, okay? Okay, he's topside, beautiful. So what do you want to do if he's topside?
Yeah, I think this was a mistake. I learned here instantly. I thought I'm going to stay here and I'm going to clear his Grom. But I actually learned that this is like here, this game, I instantly learned that this is terrible to do because I figured that he cleared Bloom to Grom, right?
Yeah.
But it actually just takes too long. I think only if he starts Grom or like if he starts Raptors, you can do this. I think my best answer was just to recon and go back to topside.
Yes. And as with champions like Mundo, where he clears extremely fast, you are always faster on re-entering your topside. So there are two things. First of all, you secure your Grump. I mean, you always are secure in your Grump. You're just never in time to get enemy Grump unless you're extremely slow jungle clear. And if Jarvan wastes too much time, but you don't want to waste any time on Mundo. Top laners have windows with ults and flashes. Now, when Cho'Gath has flash and ult, I will always be instantly top, forcing everything. Use my flash, use my ult, use Cho'Gath ult, lose. Because 2v2 you then win. You get like a kill on Cho'Gath and a good wave state again. And then you ignore top lane completely until he has flash up again. An enemy top laner doesn't know that you are ignoring top lane again, and you also use your window. But if you don't use your window now, let's just say, when Cho'Gath gets his level 6, then Varus will permanently shove him in. But the moment you ganked him once and he died once and like Cho'Gath gets like, okay, he doesn't get steel caps, but you know what I mean, that the top laner is kind of fine, then Varus cannot perma shove in. You know? So top lane, you ignore.
I'm so surprised these chickens were... Yeah, so my thought process here, I saw level 7 Varus, and I figured here the odds of this gank working is small, and my odds of invading Jarvan's topside here is large. So like I thought chickens were up too. I guess I factored, like I counted that wrong because I thought these chickens were still up. But my idea here is that I farm his topside and then I can either clear into bots and go to his bot side if he does grubs, or I take grubs myself.
Yeah,
but if I gank top, I lose those options.
I agree. Like, look, you see the Cho'Gath is legit pinging his ult. Like, he's doing a great job. Now, if he was close to level 6, the question just, could Jarvan be on the counter gank?
No.
If he's not, then I would highly recommend to consider a gank right now, because look at where Varus is. Like, you get movement speed from Scuttle. If he has a vision, he usually has vision here. So it's out of your, like, he gets vision around here, but then you already, with movement speed from Scuttle close, you hit one Q, Varus dies. And you want to have champion-specific strengths, for example, Mundo clearing and Mundo scaling. So Mundo clear, Mundo scaling. Two champion-specific strengths, insanely good. The moment you have all these weaknesses, the early invading, the counter invading, you can't contest, you can't gank, and all these weaknesses are avoided, and the strengths are enabled to the max, people will say, what? Mundo is broken! So it's always the goal that the enemies say your champion is broken just because you enable their strengths perfectly.
This is my plan. Every time I load into the game, I check OP.GG and I look to spot out whoever has the most human scores on like my on like Champion Master and stuff. and that is the person that I'll try to put my eggs towards. Other than that, I'm playing for myself. That's my plan. I'm not even joking, by the way. This is legit my plan.
I think it's a good plan, honestly. Like, I don't have anything to say to that because I also do that too, by the way. If I have like really good players, I will path towards them because I want to play with them. And I also tell the other side to calm down. Doesn't work often, but I again try it, you know?
Yeah, bro. Like, no, I get flamed almost every game too, and I'm like, I understand it now. I'm not kidding. I'm getting to Challenger on this role, and I'm never playing it again. It is genuinely the most disheartening, most annoying role to play, where you're like, I don't know, you're gonna have to like control your teammates, but you hope they're not stubborn, and then you have to be psychiatrist whilst thinking about the game of tempo of 10 players on the map. And then also, I mean, I'm learning how to play jungle, so I also have to, you know, like learn how to actually play the game. Past that, yeah, no.
I mean, honestly, I got used to it a lot. I don't mind if I'm getting flamed. Like, I get the emotions that I get constantly flamed and I feel bad about it. And I need to control this in order to climb IRL 2. You know what I mean? Like, it is... At the moment I viewed it in the past as like a life challenge, not like it's just a game, it doesn't matter, and now I'm mad that I get flamed. It's more like, imagine someone you care about a lot flames you. How are you going to react to it? You need to feel it and then reflect on it and embrace it and move forward and keep fighting. And that's like, everyone is against you. You have 4 teammates that are constantly crying and everyone is against you. And you need to push through it and still say, I know I suck, I know I'm terrible, guys, I know you all don't like me, but I'm gonna still do my absolute best to get you guys a win. I'm gonna fight so you win. I don't care if you guys flame me, I'm gonna promise you that I will still fight to win. And that's like a beautiful mindset.
Yeah, I just ignite my teammates and tell them to kill themselves.
So if you have a position like this, you have one win condition. If you're, let's say, Riven top lane, you don't have any control to get someone else fed. As jungler, you do have still control to give Zeri like 1 or 2 kills. That can happen. The problem you have here is that Zed, Zeri, and Cho'Gath are all, let's say, 4 out of 10 strong. So they are not really strong, they're not insanely weak. Like their CS is fine, look, Zeri, 3-4, 160, she's okay, right? She's level 11, but she's not strong. So you need, and you are like, let's say 9 out of 10, or let's say 8 out of 10, okay? We say 8 out of 10. So now enemies, they're all like 7 out of 10, just full focus you. The moment you are gone, they have no problems, no issues, nothing. So what you need to do is get someone else, even if others fall off, like 3 out of 10, that like the Zeri is also 8 out of 10. That's like building a win condition, which is extremely hard for jungle. And the reason I say this is, let's say you have 20 kills, right? You're 20-0 Mundo. It's still playable, okay, not against Mundo, but let's say you're 20-0 Viego. They can still hard one-shot you if one Varus ult hits you. Yeah. But if you have 15 kills Mundo and 8 kills Zeri, then they can't play the game anymore at all. Because you will always make sure that there's going to be a fight where you protect Zeri a bit and then she kills. So what you should do in this game is make sure that you find, you can Atakan, you need to find sneaky catches. I'm not saying you need to go through mid lane right now and kill them, but you need to find a numbers advantage.
Yeah, I think this part, I like, this is like, I understand all of this pretty like well, right? I feel like at this point, I kind of understand how to play macro from like broader perspective. But it's just like, I guess what I'm pointing towards is that it just feels frustrating because at this point in the game, I just feel like if I like, because what it also draws that to is I need to rely on my teammates playing well. And when that doesn't happen, and like I've tried to put my eggs in the teammates' baskets and then they like mess up once or twice, I'm like, okay, well, it sucks. But ultimately, I think the higher you get, they'll get more consistent and it happens on both sides. So I guess that's just life too. I think the biggest takeaway that I have right now from just listening to everything is how much more I need to communicate, both of like enemy jungle, but also like what my intentions are on the map, because I'm not doing that enough, for sure.
Okay, you need to be very careful that Lilia doesn't invade you level 1.
Raptors, okay? Yeah. So okay, I'll think about my plans here. I'm thinking I'm pathing both because I have Galio lane. That's it. Or I path top because I have Ignite TP Kane. But naturally here, I would want to path bot. But I actually want to explore again going top now because this guy has flash and this guy doesn't have flash. I feel like ganking top gives me like a good outcome always. I'm
not sure about that. I mean, Kane can also play a little bit more of an avoidant playstyle. I don't think he can proxy early, but be careful that he doesn't proxy. I think pathing to bot makes way more sense. Like, you always want to start red buff if you can, even though Mundo has a really good blue buff start. But because you said, like, it's Galio, I would 100%. You see, he wants to proxy. He wants to find a way to proxy. Just be aware you might Q over the wall, okay?
Okay.
He might actually do that, by the way.
Can I do this war? Can I do this war?
Yes,
like here,
yes,
right?
exactly. But it's already too late because a little bit more to
Doesn't
direct.
matter, I just want to test it.
Yeah,
Here.
it's...
Oh, yeah. If Connor fucking donuts again, I'll kill him next time I see him.
Brother, have you seen your ward? It's not even in the bush.
Scheiße, man.
It's
focus.
fine. It's fine.
Clearing.
Fully focus on the clear. On your fourth Q, you're gonna Q the big croc. I'm cry, boss.
And I always auto eat a small guy. This lines up perfect.
The clear is correct. I'm not gonna distract you. Very good. Like, early game, you also, by the way, guys, he's never allowed to go for an early gank.
I'm never looking
before
at
his
my
full
lanes.
clear. He shouldn't
Yeah.
look at the lanes because it distracts from his full clear. Yeah, he goes for proxy, exactly what I expected. And this is exactly the reason why I didn't want you to start blue buff, because then you can't really stop him that well as you imagine it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And also you kind of want to fuck up the Vayne so she's not the big problem. Because she,
Yep.
I mean, Kane is also the big problem, so. Okay.
I have a lot of big problems, bro.
Yeah.
fine.
Lila, God bless, didn't invade you. Like, you need to be in high MMR, be very careful of invade, especially because the streaming. I think that's going to be one of your biggest issue. They're going to be permanently cheesed on. Okay.
They were five.
Where's enemy jungler going to be? Think about which scala
Bottom
can you
level
play?
two.
Do you win that?
I think where this looks pretty damn solid. Watch this.
Oh. Enemy jungler could be here.
Okay, maybe this wasn't the best.
And now the problem is that... Oh.
How many shields do they have? Forget him, Fritz and Spitz. Oh, I recalled time back. Oh,
There's a bot lane. You should insta... Okay, I don't know where the enemy jungler feeded top skull or bot skull. Probably the top skull and pathing to bot skull. Otherwise, we would have ganked already.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
You can try it. Okay, that's Kane TP. Okay, you're a little bit cooked right now. You should have probably stayed for the play here, but you were too low. Probably nothing you can do. You also can't invade. You can try a forced mid lane gank. Probably not gonna work out.
I'm gonna go to my golems, I think, here.
Yeah, if
Like, this guy's low HP.
doesn't work out,
no,
it's
no,
completely fine. You cannot play for any scuttle. Okay, on Mundo, you never want to give double scuttle, by the way. Like, you are so good at clearing, it's kind of illegal you give double scuttle. So you want to go for this gank only if it's like really safe.
Oh, she's
Okay,
both
how much
sides.
yes? How much yes?
36, so she took double scuttle. She's going for the scuttle now. But she must have farmed her top side again, though. Or her bot side.
Our
She farmed her
wolves
bot
will
side
be
again.
up soonish, yeah.
Yeah.
Our wolves should be up.
But I don't think I want to go here. I think I just want to go here, no?
Exactly.
Play
Yeah.
dragon. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you know why you're not invading enemy wolves right now? Why is it bad?
Well, my Syndra needs to recall. My Syndra needs to recall as well. My King doesn't have tempo. Like, my Shen does, like, neither of my soul leaders have reset yet.
Yes.
Like, no tempo.
And one very important point is that the enemy support was missing. That's
Ooh,
usually
yeah, I don't
very
really-
scary of like, that's what you got to be very careful of. I died like this myself in the past, that I'm like, oh fuck, enemy support just has roam timer. That's like really bad, especially like Pike and Blitzcrank and stuff. This game looks really cooked. We need to do something. Kane is fucking us here. Enemy Lilia is being very ahead of us. That's why we don't want to give double scuttle, because it's in total 16 CS. Like, it's 8 CS more on Lilia. If she gets 8 and you lose 8.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, you have bot lane prior. You need more pings. Yeah, you're doing great. Don't stand on the vision. Walk inside of the dragon pit at best. But Syndra's pinging. She needs to TP. I would type in chat TP now. But it's obvious she's going to TP on the ward here. I hope she does. You see, she doesn't insta TP. Now she walks, you know. There's a small chance Lilia, she shouldn't be here. She should have probably top side. So you can insta reset after this. Nice. You see, it's better, way better off vision, because otherwise Lilia sees how much HP Dragon and you have. And next will be, again, full K. Your wrap-up will spawn with that as well. You can try to fuck up the Kane a little bit. He's gonna execute probably, but maybe you catch him because he doesn't know your timer. That's exactly why you stay in Fog of War. You can just push him out. Don't give him the next wave. Your Crux spawn in like, I don't know, 20 seconds.
He's out.
You don't give him... Okay, that's fine. But I would have not given it to him. I would have for sure made sure that he doesn't enter to the wave. Because him giving him...
Is me slowing down my clear war stopping him?
You don't slow your clear down by more than 5 seconds. You just walk one corner
Dude,
more.
this guy doesn't just like live in my base and just like eat like shit in my face, kind of.
It's not very easy, but with experience, you can outkite him pretty easily. Like, you just follow him. He can't just jump everywhere. You know, he has like 1 Q, and then it's cooldown for 8 seconds.
Did I go for top scuttle? Yes. Lilia should be both. And I didn't ping it.
Okay, you can consider pushing top side unless Shen TPs. I mean, you path top to bot, so there's not going to be anything up. Your bot side is got... Okay, you can take this. When does Grubby spawn? In 14 seconds. You want to be in time for that. You need to spam ping Grubbies. Galio should not be moving bot side. Enemy Grump will be spawning soonish as well. You are map splitting right now? Just run.
Was!
Wait, that's ghosting! What the fuck is that, man? You can't tell me that this is legal.
Wrong neighborhood.
Wrong neighborhood is crazy, man. 4 people are on the corner. I've never seen that in my last 1,000 games, by the way. Okay.
Paranoia too.
I mean, there's nothing we can do besides that. Like, our team gets cooked as per usual. We're going for a casual full clear, completely fine. We don't find the right invade timers. Like, as you can see, like, Mundo is very vulnerable. And if Lilia's bot, then invading is so good because you're so quick at invading. But he doesn't have a good escape path. Other champions could escape easily. But Mundo he can just walk. It's too slow.
True. Watch this.
Show me. I'm watching. Oh my goodness! Through his skull! With a fucking briefcase. I believe in you, bro.
Okay, so here, I feel like it's good to take my top side and then recall.
Yes. Most likely you can't do anything tops unless they fuck it up fully. You don't have flash. You have a lot of gold. You don't want to participate only if it's absolutely necessary. So it's also some...
now. I feel like I should recall now to be in sync with this like bot side here.
Yes, you can open up on your chickens, by the way.
But it was good to recall, right? For tempo.
Yes,
and so then now these will spawn and then I'm going to be at the dragon spawn timer.
Yes.
Because I feel like if I do chickens with the recall, it's slower than this.
Yes, I agree. Very well said. Exactly. Jungle is all about efficiency again. That's why the top lane play, for example, you're like, unless, and you need to be very quick at finding the answer on if it's good or not. You're so precise on your cues, but you miss it on chickens.
He sidestepped it.
You can keep walking up. On the Lilia, you have numbers. If Kane is here, you have numbers even, and then you shouldn't fight. Look at the dragon. Look at the dragon HP. You can smite it.
Oh, I didn't even see. Thank you, new team. Lilia is for sure a very smart player. Can win. Can win.
Okay. So 2 things. Deciding very quickly. And second of all, thinking always in advance.
What are they doing?
Okay, that's sweet karma, baby.
She has Borg. She has Borg. I want to get her flash too.
Big Take that.
Oh.
What?
Okay, efficiency. I'm asleep. How can I be efficient? Okay, I go topside. And then...
Beautiful. You should have reset. Reset is better.
Okay.
Reset and then...
No. This, and then reset here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, maybe I should have been here.
If you insta reset after Lilia's sleep would have been the best. And then Swifties and then taking the plant towards the wrap buff. That would be the fastest path. And keep in mind, that's exactly the greed you have. You're like, I can take this too. And one more bite. One more bite of cheeseburger. Ooh.
That's why I got so fat, GG.
Yeah, another 200 calories. Because, no, 400 calories. Because you're one-shotting cheeseburger. Yeah, you see? One more camp, bro. When we go McDonald's together, 5,000 calories. Ah!
Only 5,000?
Can you stop missing those Q on the camps, bro? You have missed more Qs on the camps than hitting them. Are you crazy? What is this?
Sinerias?
Alois is rage baiting me. You're rage baiting. You're doing this. You like said Twitch chat. Yo guys, I have something funny. I'm gonna fuck up Sinerias' brain. You take away from Syndra. No, that's crazy. He's taking away from Syndra for no reason. She just gave you a kill.
She took the kill, sturdy bitch.
And then, like, Alois takes everything from his laners and then complain that they have nothing. Giga chat. Brother, you shot like 80 Qs this game, and you've missed 50, and 40 of those missed were on jungle camps. What do you mean hindsight analysis? You're just trolling me.
Sorry.
And you don't have smite!
Why don't I have smite?
Because you're smiting wolves for fun!
Shit. I've done that before too.
You should go for a fight, yeah. I have a tip for you afterwards, but focus on the fight here. Let's go. I'm having too much fun. I can't focus on my coaching aspect. I'm enjoying this too much. Okay, listen.
Well, it was fun until it wasn't.
Listen, we're gonna win this game. Now, for the smite, you have always 2 smites. And you always save 1 smite. You never use the secondary smite on any camps. Ever. Unless it's like absolutely obvious that there's no objective. Yeah, bro. If these camps are up and you missed that Q, I would have went mental. Boom.
It's because your forehead is so large, it has like a magnetic pull to my cues, so they go sideways. That's what's happening.
Bro, I fixed my forehead. What do you mean? I fixed it. I got my transplant.
Oh, I didn't even mean that. I just always say forehead as a joke.
Don't worry, that was funny.
Scheiße!
It hurt also a bit. Just a little bit. It hurt. But yeah. You care about my feelings? Why not 1v1ing him?
Yeah, let me just kill him, bro.
But I'm pretty sure if you hit your Qs on him, you would have probably been able to win that.
Are you rage baiting or are you serious right now?
Yeah, bro. Pick Mundo into that team comp. Holy shit. Brother, if you get Challenger with Mundo, like if you play like other champions, it's like really impressive. But if you only play Mundo like 90% and you get to Challenger jungle with that, like holy shit. Okay, but we're gonna try to find a way, okay? We give this dragon and we're gonna play next dragon fight. Also, we need someone to kill Kayn and Vayne for us and we kill the rest. So we're gonna play through either Syndra or Aphelios. Probably Syndra's gonna be our tool. Yeah, with Syndra we can kill this guy. He doesn't have mana. He doesn't need mana to Q. Did you know that, by the way, that Kayn's Q costs 0 mana?
No way.
I was joking.
Well, now what do I do?
Yeah, you go with your team. You need to group up. Like, just group up. She needs to fight. We need to get a fight, and we need to have we have numbers advantage here. We need to get a good fight. Akali's bot. Lilia's not there yet. We can fight the wrap buff with Aphelios. We have Shen ult too. We have numbers advantage. This is good. We need to. This is the best possible play we have, okay? Ping your team. Ping. On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way is the best ping. Not please help me, guys. You need to say, I'm going. You know? Boom! We found the catch because we are the jungle kingdom. Let's go. And this is how we win the game, Alois. That's the only way how we win the game like this, okay? And now invade enemy jungle. Enemy Grump is 60% up.
We won the fight and my team shit the bed.
Yeah, next time we do that on an objective, timer. So when does dragon spawn? We need the soul to win. 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so in 1 minute we go for the next fight. Where we again, like, Kayn is going to walk up. He's going to do a mistake. We need to find those. Like, it's a rough game, but like, that's the idea. We don't give up, we find angles, like before. This could be good. Okay? Even numbers we don't want to fight.
Where's my health? And BFF. Oh, I just got like an embarrassing gameplay.
You have absolutely 0 HP. I'm gonna be honest, how are you going to make it work against like hard counter team comps? Like your Mundo is insanely clean, but I wouldn't know myself. Because in this team fight, there's no way to avoid it. Vayne and Kayn will find an engage unless they're like gold.
Yeah, Mundo jungle only to Challenger is definitely tricky.
It's tricky, but it's not like you need to keep in mind that most of the, like maybe you can start picking him at like Grandmaster at second rotation. Because if they had, let's say, not Kayn, but a Cho'Gath top, game is completely winnable.
I mean, this is also like worst case scenario.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's also very low probability that this happens. You need to fight dragon. You smite this and run dragon, okay? Okay, not anymore.
Why would you do this? Oh, mama. Big mama here.
You can win the fight still if you have the numbers advantage for a short period of time. Like Syndra Q's done. Perfect. Dead. Kill.
He's full HP, by the way.
You're also full HP. Go Baron. Yeah, you flip it. It's the best flip you have. Aphelios, does he have right weapons?
Nope.
Okay, you should go for a turn probably. You should probably go for a turn.
I think we could chat.
Okay, nice try. Shen also didn't eat properly in that fight. Aphelios also didn't use his ult. Yeah, brother.
No, this draft is like very, very hard.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like if I just saw the draft, like this is probably like where I would use my dodge.
I mean, as I said, like it's probably gonna be a low probability that enemies have like hard counter team comp, and also your like let's say Syndra, if she had like 6-7 kills, she could also counter that they hard counter you, you know? Like so, it's just a low probability that this happens very often, you know? I think it's fine. 30.
Okay, I'm gonna calculate.
34 multiplied to 71.
Okay, do new one.
23 multiplied to 120.
Okay, 23, 120. Wait, I'm cooking, and I already forgot.
Yeah, I already. It's so distracting. In the middle of the team fight, I'm gonna
do it with the game too.
I'm gonna ask you the next calculation in the middle of the next team fight, okay? Like you're playing an arrow too.
Content and recalled with 3k gold at minute 19. Hey, Kupazi, at least your forehead is large enough to attract. I don't know, bro. My Qs every game.